Today we are talking about Columbia Palisades, sometimes just called the Palisades. If you're not familiar with the area or with this development, I'm going to tell you exactly where this is. So as you are heading east on Highway 14 into Camas, you would take the exit for 192nd, like heading north on 192nd, and 192nd is the dividing line between Vancouver and Camas. Columbia Palisades is a development right off of the highway at the base of 192nd and Brady Rd. This whole area used to be a rock quarry, so the landscape has been totally transformed. Well, it's in the progress of being transformed. Now that developers are investing their money into it, and they are trying to turn it into like the waterfront of Camas, even though it's not on the water, but they want it to have like the similar feel as the Vancouver waterfront, but in Camas. I can't help, but I really just want to share with you an anecdote about this intersection of Highway 14 and Brady Rd. This is going to date me, but that's okay. When I was young, like a new driver, Camas was just not cool yet and was just a stinky mill town. We used to just, like, heading east on Highway 14, we would just turn left onto Brady Rd, like just dart out across oncoming traffic, no stoplights or anything. You just gun it across the oncoming traffic to get up Brady Rd on Prune Hill from 14. It was wild, tons of fun for a new driver, quite thrilling. Now there's a huge overpass that takes you safely across the highway, and this gorgeous development is in progress. So like, times are changing. Thank you for watching. My name is Leslie. I am a realtor in the Great Vancouver area. I have been making these videos for a couple of years now and have had the pleasure of helping many people relocate to Southwest Washington. If you are considering a move, don't be shy. I would love to talk to you about the process and help you, like, guide you through all of those steps. It takes so much to make a big move like this. I make a new video on life and real estate in Southwest Washington every week. So if you like my content, just subscribe and turn the bell on so that you don't miss a video. Today I'm focusing on this new development in Camas for a couple of reasons. One, this is a changing landscape off of that exit of Highway 14. Two, I am a realtor and I talk about housing, and this development is bringing new housing into the area. And three, the Palisades is also going to be bringing new business to the area. The location of this development is really superb, as it would just take minutes to get onto Highway 14 and head down to the airport, or get down to downtown Vancouver, probably like 15 minutes away. Downtown Portland, probably 20-25 minutes. Even east down the Columbia River Gorge, like, you're very accessible from this point, so it's gonna be a good spot. It's to the airport specifically, probably 15 minutes depending on traffic. A few weeks ago, I did a video on Boulder Ridge, which is a community of townhouses near this Columbia Palisades development, and I'm going to put a link to that video here if you want to check that out. This master planned mixed use development is going to bring a mix of retail, single family, and multifamily residential, and also office spaces. They are creating a modern urban environment with open space, walkability, parks, and like obviously very beautiful views of the Columbia River, since it's just like right there, just north of Highway 14, and Highway 14 parallels the Columbia River. The redevelopment of this area, which used to be Fisher's Quarry, was announced in 2016. They have transformed 84 acres of old quarry into shiny and new planned community, or they're in the process of it. The development includes 835 multifamily dwelling units with 554 apartments and 281 condos. So like, there will be a lot of housing coming in, a lot of new residents in this development. The developers see the project as a way to fuse Camas and Vancouver. If you're familiar with the area at all, you know that like 192nd that's like the dividing line, but I don't know why I keep going over here. 192nd is the dividing line between Camas and Vancouver, with like East Vancouver running into Camas. Kes Romano, CEO of Romano Capital, said it will have walkability and highly desirable restaurants and a similar feel to the waterfront in Vancouver. Romano Capital and Cascadia Development have partnered on this project. Along with restaurants, apartments, and condos, the plans also include 12 buildings. All of them are going to be 5 to 7 stories high. One of the buildings is going to be a hotel with 158 rooms and over 14,000 square feet of commercial space. 5 of the buildings will be constructed. It will be multifamily residential. 4 of the buildings are going to be condo towers, and 1 will be an office building. Each residential tower is planned to have between 67 and 150 units. What about parking? This is going to bring a lot of people in. So where are they going to park? Well, each building is going to have 2 floors of below ground parking, and 10 of the 12 buildings are going to include space for retail. So you can stop and shop without worrying about where you're going to park. I do wonder if they're going to charge for parking in those garages. That's a good question. And there is also going to be 2 private streets in the development to offer on-street parking. So all in all, when all is said and done, they are planning for 2,500 parking stalls. The property lies in the Camas School District. So if you were living in a condo there and you had kiddos, they'd be feeding into Prune Hill Elementary, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 Middle School, and then Camas High School. According to the news article, which I have linked down below in the description, construction is going to begin this year or next year, and it's going to be done in phases. So now you know, if you plan on buying a house in Camas, it's possible you'd drive by this location every day. So I'd rather have you know what's coming than not know. And I do think that this is a very positive addition for the area. It's going to bring business, jobs, and more housing that's definitely needed. I get like a little worried about the impact on schools, but honestly, I don't really think that a bunch of families are going to be filling up these condos. Maybe more in the apartments as like people are home searching, but Camas has done such a good job handling their growth, and they've kept such a solid reputation along the way that it doesn't really worry me. So that's that about this topic. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.